right, so we're back and ready to dive into Ginebra's win.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I gotta say, this victory over Phoenix is pretty impressive. Back-to-back wins, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
This is some exciting basketball. So,
For sure.
we really want to take a closer look at the game,
Yeah.
how they pulled this off, what were the key elements to this victory. And, we're going to be using some play-by-play data
Okay.
to really break down the specifics. And so, yeah, let's get into it. So one of the things that immediately jumps out, right, from the play-by-play
Yeah.
is it talks about, and I'm just going to quote here, a four-pronged attack.
Interesting.
And it really seems like Ginebra had these four players who just stepped up big time and really led the charge on offense.
Yeah, that's a great place to start. I think it really speaks to Ginebra's, overall strategy, right? It's not just about one superstar carrying the team.
Right.
It's about having multiple threats, making it really hard for the defense to focus on just one guy.
Right.
And this game really exemplified that.
Exactly. And these guys, we're talking about RJ Barrientos. He put up 12 points. And then you've got Scotty Thompson leading Ginebra with 17.
Oh, wow.
Japheth Aguilar right behind him with 16. And then Troy Rosario dropping 14. I mean, you add those up, and that's a huge chunk of Ginebra's scoring right there.
Right, but I think it's even more than just the total points, right? I mean, each of these guys brought something unique to the table.
Right, exactly. Like, they weren't just scoring, it was the way they were scoring and the moments that they were scoring.
Exactly. And that's what made it so difficult for Phoenix to counter.
Right.
Like, you look at a Barrientos, for example. Yeah, he had 12 points, but those were some crucial three-pointers, especially when Phoenix was trying to make a run.
Oh, yeah.
He hit those shots at just the right time.
Yeah.
To completely disrupt their momentum, their rhythm.
Right. It was almost like every time Phoenix would start to gain a little bit of ground,
Right.
Barrientos would hit one of those three-pointers and just shut the door.
Exactly. Just shut it down.
So, I mean, talk about clutch, right? And then you've got a guy like Scotty Thompson. I mean, he was everywhere on the court.
Oh, he was incredible.
Not just scoring, but also getting assists, rebounds, just doing it all.
He's the heart and soul of that team, right? He really sets the tempo, dictates the pace, finds those open teammates,
right,
creates opportunities for everyone else.
Yeah.
So, 17 points is impressive, but his impact goes way beyond just the numbers on the scoreboard,
Absolutely. And, looking at this, you start to wonder how other teams are going to try to counter this kind of multifaceted offense.
Right.
I mean, can you really shut down all four of these guys at once?
Right. That's the big question, isn't it? Because if you focus too much on one, then the others are going to have more space, more opportunities.
Right.
Maybe teams will try to really key in on Thompson, try to force other players to make those big shots. But if Aguilar and Rosario keep playing at this level,
right,
that strategy could easily backfire.
It's almost like a pick your poison kind of situation.
Exactly.
For any team facing Ginebra right now, and what I find really interesting is, I mean, this isn't just about one game.
No, not at all.
This seems to be part of a larger trend, like a long-term strategy.
Absolutely. You're
For
right.
Ginebra, they've been working all season to develop this more diverse, balanced attack.
Mm-hmm.
And this game really shows how potent that can be when it's all clicking.
Yeah, this is a team that is evolving, getting better.
Right.
And that's a scary thought for the rest of the league, trying to figure out how to stop them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the big takeaway here is Ginebra is not just winning. They're winning in a way that suggests they're going to be a real force to be reckoned with for the rest of the season. They've got this dynamic, balanced attack.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a real headache for other teams to try to figure out how to handle it.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be fascinating to see how other teams try to adapt. What kind of defensive strategies they come up with to try to counter what Ginebra is doing.
Yeah, and for anyone watching at home, put yourselves in the coach's shoes.
Right.
If you were facing Ginebra, what would you do?
Yeah, how would you game plan against this team?
Yeah, it's a real puzzle, and I think it's something that we're going to be watching very closely.
Yeah, me too.
As the season continues.
Absolutely.
So don't miss Ginebra's next game, because it's going to be must-see basketball.
I can't wait.
For sure.
Should be good.
All right, we'll be back soon to break it all down.
Sounds good.
See you then.
See ya, bye.
Bye.